If you watched the Super Bowl last night, you obviously know that Rihanna slayed. But did you know that the He Gets Us Jesus commercial was funded by the same people who bankrolled the opposition to the lawsuit that I'm a part of? So the He Gets Us campaign is a part of the Servant Foundation, which is also known as the Signet Tree. In the year 2020, they gave over $16 million to Alliance Defending Freedom, which is literally the organization trying to criminalize my sexuality. And guess who else is on their payroll? Oral Roberts University, the school that I went to. So the organization spent over $20 million on these 2 Super Bowl ads, and they said that they'll spend $1 billion on spreading their message. But their message of He Gets Us really mean He Gets Us as long as you're not queer, a woman seeking contraception, or anything outside of their belief. That is not the love of Jesus. Period.
All right, guys. So once again, the woke revolutionaries are upset. They're pissed off. Well, why is that? Well, it's because they had to endure just a little bit of Christian messaging about Jesus during the Super Bowl, right? As Hobby Lobby and some other groups, one group called He Gets Us, put out a commercial that basically the point is that Jesus loved the people that we hate. Now, if you guys haven't seen this commercial, it's just a slideshow of images from some of the most divisive moments in this country in the last few years, whether it be the BLM protests, the anti-lockdown protests, some January 6th stuff. Again, it's just a slideshow of images in regards to some of the things that have been very decisive in our society, okay? And I guess the message is that, Jesus loved the people we hate. He gets us, all of us, okay? I guess they're trying to make Jesus more relatable. Say, hey, Jesus loves everybody. It's non-divisive, right? I'm not going to go into a thesis in regards to what I think they're trying to do here. I think the message here is very simple. However, the woke revolutionaries are triggered. Because again, they don't like Jesus or Christianity.
Hello, friends. So I just did a photo shoot as my character, the earworm, but that is not what this post is about. So here, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and I just found out that this group, backed by Hobby Lobby, and some anonymous backers, paid $20 million to get a Super Bowl ad for Jesus. So I want it to be very clear. He Gets Us does not love us. Hobby Lobby is behind a lot of things that are not good. You can do your own research, but let's just be clear. He Gets Us does not love us. Christian nationalism is just rebranded Nazi Party. And you can pause to read this, and I'm going to keep putting this out there. If you want to act like Jesus, act like Jesus. Don't pay $20 million to further your agenda. Jesus wouldn't do that. Let's call it what it is. I don't have an emotional support dinosaurs right now, but just know I love you, and I think you're wonderful. Tell the Nazis no.
Yeah, this is what the woke revolutionaries are upset about, okay? They're upset because you have a group of people who they don't like, okay, who are Christian groups like the Hobby Lobby, okay? They're owned by Christians. They're unabashedly Christian, okay? They don't like the fact that some of these groups are behind these ads, okay? And they're triggered by it, okay? Because they feel like it's an attack on them. And there's one prominent politician, AOC, that is also triggered by this, that she actually criticized the ad openly, saying that Jesus would not be fond of commercials, or Jesus would not fund commercials to make fascism look benign. I love how they just throw around this word fascism when it doesn't really apply, right? But when it comes to the Biden administration and when they openly engage in fascism, they don't ever really use that term, okay? It's just kind of funny how that works. I don't think a Jesus Super Bowl commercial is promoting fascism, okay? I'm not sure how that relates to fascism, but allegedly, according to AOC, it does. So let's read here. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a Democrat from New York, said Sunday she did not believe Jesus would support Super Bowl commercials that she claims makes fascism look benign. The Christian group, He Gets Us, reportedly spent $20 million on 2 Super Bowl advertisements that showed Jesus as someone with empathy for immigrants and the poor, who was also tired of the division of politics. So again, it's interesting because you had 2 Super Bowl commercials. Again, the one I just showed you, and then there's another one where, it showed Jesus, somebody that has empathy for immigrants and the poor. I thought the AOC was all about immigrants and the poor. What's the problem? Right? That's what you're supposed to be about as a progressive, right? Immigrants and the poor. I'm trying to figure out where's the fascism here. I'm trying to figure out where's the problem. And I get where AOC is coming from in regards to the messaging, in regards to not being divisive, because AOC wants to be divisive, right? She thrives off of divisiveness in our country. This is why she tweeted this out. So any message that is put out to not divide us, to say, hey, Jesus loves everybody, let's all come together and, love each other, I guess, right? Any type of messaging like that, any type of Christian messaging, because, it's non-divisive, they're not going to like, okay? They're not going to like that because that goes against the agenda to, again, divide and conquer. Right? That's what politicians want, especially people like AOC, who, again, thrive off of that. Okay? Without the divisiveness in politics, there would be no AOC. Okay? AOC is a result of the extremism that has arose on the left in the progressive movement. Okay? So without divisiveness, she would not have a job, and she knows that. And this is why she's so triggered by this commercial. It's an attack on her, right? She feels personally attacked and threatened because anybody promoting unity, like real unity, I'm not talking about the Democrat version of unity, right? I'm talking about actual real unity. That is a threat to her livelihood. It really is. Quote, something tells me Jesus would not spend millions of dollars on Super Bowl ads to make fascism look benign, Ocasio-Cortez wrote in a tweet. The advertising campaign is funded in part by the family behind Hobby Lobby, as well as Christian groups and other anonymous donors. The ads were an effort to spread the message of Jesus to LGBTQ plus people in other communities that have often felt unwelcome by Christianity. One commercial shows a slideshow of black and white images of immigrants fleeing their homes to avoid persecution. The ad revealed that the story is actually about Jesus, his mother Mary, and her husband Joseph. The other ad displays black and white images of disputes between people over racial justice, pandemic lockdowns, and politics. The ad then states, quote, Jesus loved the people we hate. The He Gets Us campaign was launched in March 2022 and plans to spend $2 billion over the next several years. The ads direct viewers to a website that includes Bible readings, methods to chat with real people about religion, and information about Jesus. Yeah, so again, what I found to be fascinating here is for all the people that are triggered by this, none of them would be triggered if this was some type of social justice woke advertising campaign, okay? They'd be totally fine with it. They'd be totally cool with it. But, that's great. Right, which again, those type of advertisements are the most divisive, right? Because they push racial division and social division in our country, right? But they have no issues with pushing that type of stuff. Okay, you remember all the BLM type stuff we've seen, advertisements we've seen over the last few years. Yeah, AOC had nothing to complain about, right? When it came to that, okay, at all, okay. But again, an advertisement that is supposed to promote unity. Okay, and it's Christian. Oh my God, I gotta complain. I'm so upset. Amazing how that works. Again, these people really don't like Christianity. They really don't. The ads were aired during Sunday's Super Bowl matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles. The Chiefs ultimately won the contest 38-35 after a game-winning field goal by Harrison Buckner. Yeah, so is anybody surprised? Right? Is anybody surprised to see the woke revolutionaries being triggered by a Christian Super Bowl commercial? Okay, the easiest way to trigger these people is with Christianity, right? It's just amazing. It's like night and day, right? So again, no surprises here, but let them be mad. I support the Jesus Super Bowl commercials, right? I think if you can have woke social justice advertisement, then you should better have Christianity advertisements as well too. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.